What's up, guys? So as you know, we got the Marvel's What If trailer a while back, and so far subsequent teasers and promos. And as I record this on a Thursday the 5th, the first episode is set to premiere in a week on August 11th. This series, for those of you who don't know, is going to have 2 seasons as of now, and this first season as well as the second season is set to have 9 episodes. The show itself is based off the Marvel comic line What If, which is pretty much exactly what it sounds like. Just a bunch of stories where some alternate path is taken, like what if Uncle Ben was alive and Aunt May died, or what if Doom had become a hero. Lots of weirdness and craziness and fun. It's basically an excuse for a writer to do whatever they want with the character and just play around without affecting the main Marvel 616 universe. So personally, I can't wait. But other than my general thoughts, giving you guys some insight if you might not already have had it, and my predictions, I want to talk about how recently we got confirmation that this show will be canon to the MCU, which can be confusing, but basically it means that somewhere in the multiverse, these things are confirmed to be happening, which is easy to just throw around and say because it's the multiverse. It's like, oh yeah, that happened somewhere in the multiverse. But supposedly Marvel is backing up this claim because although it's still a rumor at this point, so take it with a grain of salt, but Captain Carter may appear in Doctor Strange 2. That's the rumor, which hell yeah, more Haley Atwell, bring that shit on. I'm always ready for more of that woman. She's amazing. And so with that, I also want to touch on the impact this show could have on the MCU as we know it today, because Marvel has as well gone out and said that this show will have the same impact as Loki did for the MCU. So that's huge. And just what other characters we might see from this show pop up in the main MCU down the road, or maybe even in the near future with Doctor Strange. Because guys, we might have just gotten a glimpse for the big bad of Doctor Strange in the multiverse of madness. Or did we? Really? I'm genuinely asking, did we? But before we go deeper into that, make sure to hit the sub button to support your boy, leave a thumbs up, turn your notifications on, follow my social medias. I promise you it's always appreciated. I'm trying to get to 300 by the end of this year. I think I have about like 30 more subs to go. Each one of them is always appreciated. That's the goal for the end of this year, my personal goal at least. So help me get to that if you fuck with the content. But now that that's out of the way, let's get into this. So let's talk about just how cool this is that we're getting an animated Marvel show that is actually canon. I don't know too many Netflix shows that can say the same, which who knows, maybe they can now at this point with the multiverse. Like legit, everything is kind of canon now if you're talking about a multiverse. That's the beauty of the multiverse, but that could also cause some lazy writing. The multiverse is awesome, but it's equally as potentially awesome as it could be equally potentially bad. So we just have to take that all into consideration. Apart from that, the animation itself looks great. Obviously, some of the most prominent figures we can see in the trailers include Agent Carter, a Peggy Carter variant who took the super soldier serum instead of Steve Rogers and who now fights the Nazis and Hydra with the help of Steve Rogers in the Hydra Stomper suit. Basically, you know, proto Iron Man suit, no doubt made by Howard Stark. She also looks to be fighting someone that could be very important in the near future, but who that is still up for debate. So it looks like she's in some Hydra base and well, she's fighting a big green tentacled fuck, which a lot of people I've been hearing say that this is Shumagorath. For those of you who aren't familiar with Shumagorath, he's like this insane, hella old, primordial being, okay? Like supposedly he's a part of a race called the Elder Ones or the Many-Angled Ones, who were the first beings to ever be recorded to grow old. Like crazy old, predating motherfuckers, and insanely powerful to say the least, okay? He actually came out recently in a Savage Avengers comic, which was badass. Okay guys, read Savage Avengers if you're into comics. But him and those like him live in the spaces in between dimensions, and sometimes his acolytes do summon him, and it's not really him who appears but an aspect of him. So when he does appear on Earth or anywhere outside of his main location, he's never really at full power, but honestly he's still hella dangerous, okay? To put it short, he's a big one-eyed green tentacle mofo who's super powerful. He's a longtime villain of Doctor Strange, if that puts that into perspective. Doctor Strange for the longest time has been insanely powerful. So just for perspective, but honestly, I don't know if that's him or just one of the Many-Angled Ones, because if this were him, I have no idea how Peggy would be able to beat him, because I'm pretty sure she'll win in this scenario. And I don't know if that sword is special or not, but from my understanding, Shumagorath's skin is pretty damn thick. But who knows? I'm just skeptical because it seems they're not even showing us the center of him, which is where his eye is. But another reason I don't believe it's him is because in another trailer, we see a big tentacled creature, but with teeth. And this could be that same creature, just another one of the many angled ones, or maybe even somebody from the Cancerverse, a Cancerverse demon. I believe the many angled ones also dwell in the Cancerverse as well, which is a whole nother thing, a whole nother topic. But you know, the Cancerverse could be potentially introduced in this show, which I think would be fucking amazing. And so this might not be Shumagorath, but an agent of him and one of the many angled ones. And if Shumagorath does end up being the big bad for Doctor Strange 2, that would make so much sense, since now that the multiverse is open and maybe dimensions are bleeding into each other, he probably has easier access to invade these universes and conquer them and feast upon all the inhabitants. That's just my 2 cents really, but you know, what am I doing, guys? This is not a Doctor Strange 2 video. I shouldn't be talking this much about Doctor Strange, even though Doctor Strange will be in the show as Doctor Strange Supreme, and who knows, maybe the real Doctor Strange will be in the show. I believe he is in the show, just in animated form, but like the one that we've been familiar with, kind of like a reverse Ahsoka Tano. I'm sure there's more cases of cartoon characters making live action appearances in canon stories, but my Star Wars knowledge is weak, guys, so please forgive me. But I think Doctor Strange, the one we've been seeing, will be in the show, because we know Strange Supreme meets another Doctor Strange, as well meets Captain Carter, so there should be some overlap from episode to episode and universe to universe, unless this all takes place in one universe in the multiverse. I don't know about that, because we saw Zombie Cap and Agent Carter and real Captain America, so I don't think it all happens in the same universe. So I think there's gonna be some dimension bleeding, to say the very least. I don't know, but this image of the Guardians of the Multiverse has me thinking they will all eventually team up. We've also seen in the trailers them teaming up, so if they're from different universes, that could be very interesting. And it looks like they're gonna be teaming up against Infinity Gauntlet, plus actually uploaded into Vision's body with Ultron's armor on top of that. Ultron, which is just the most OP badass thing. I'm glad they're putting respect on Ultron's name. I felt like he was I'm not the biggest fan of Age of Ultron, to be honest, so I felt like he wasn't done the correct amount of justice in that movie, but it is what it is. Only one we don't see here in this particular image was Zombie Hunter Spider-Man, which is kind of questionable, but we'll move on. As far as just my thoughts, I can't wait to hear Chadwick Boseman's voice again, and as an amalgam of my favorite MCU character, Star-Lord, it's gonna be amazing. I also wonder if this was foreshadowing this little image here, or you know, little sequence, or not sequence, but like this little moment. Also, to see some form of Yondu back and to hear Michael Rooker as the character again will just be awesome. Looks like maybe the Collector gets a hold of something he wasn't supposed to, and T'Challa and Yondu go and fight him for it. As for the Marvel Zombies and Zombie Hunter Spider-Man, I'm curious when exactly this happens, because it looks like the Bucky confronting Zombie Cap is after he gets out of his like hibernation in Wakanda. And why Spider-Man has a cloak of levitation, I couldn't tell you, but all I do know, it's going to be a fun ass time, guys, because Marvel Zombies, what this episode will be taking inspiration from, obviously is like super dope. Like the run from 2006 was so much fun and so weird and crazy. Like they bite off Silver Surfer's head and they start eating him, and they all gain the power cosmic and use it to fight Galactus, and you know, other awesomeness ensues that I won't ruin for you guys right now. I also read Marvel Zombie Resurrection. I believe it was a mini series that came out last year or the year before. Honestly, it might have been 2 separate Marvel Zombie series that I read, but from what I remember, in one of the series, Spider-Man was helping protect Franklin Richards from zombies and holding out hope that Sue and Reed Richards, Franklin's parents, were still alive. I don't know why hearing the name Zombie Hunter Spider-Man made me think of that run, but kind of giving me those types of vibes. I don't know. Basically, the whole Marvel zombie thing, it's like a disease called the Hunger, which was caused by one of the Watchers taking a zombified sentry and popping him into this universe to contain him, and that caused the outbreak. But legit, I don't know if the show will go that in depth or potentially change the origin of the virus, but it's going to be interesting to say the least. I hope they do. It looks like Gamora in Thanos' armor. I like the look of Gamora in Thanos' armor. I think she looks badass. Maybe she was able to kill him and, you know, jacked his swag. She looks dope, though I don't think she'll be evil. Then we have Party Thor, which looks not really any different than regular old Thor, but supposedly he throws a huge intergalactic party, and I'm sure that can't be good. I'm sure some unsavory people are gonna show up. Also, Killmonger is back, guys. That's such a fucking dub, and it looks like him and Wakanda are kind of chill now. I think maybe he gets into a civil war type scenario with Stark because of these robots here. I don't know, but it's dope seeing Michael B. Jordan voice the character again, and we get to see that amazing Saiyan inspired armor. Awesome awesome character design. Thank God Michael B. Jordan fucks with anime. Like, Saiyan armor is just so dope, and to be able to see it in some live action form, it's amazing. We also got this huge vision with Ultron armor looking kind of like Galactus, which was crazy. Honestly, if they do Galactus in the show, oh my god, it would be insane. I wonder if they're gonna have moments like that where like crazy insane characters will be dropped. Maybe Galactus, maybe something crazy Annihilus, I don't know, but goddamn guys, that's gonna be insane. I just don't know what they're gonna drop in this series. All I know is that this is going to be a long fucking season with the 9 episodes. That's pretty much all my thoughts and predictions for this show. Can't wait to see this on Wednesday. As of right now, I just watched the Suicide Squad, and that review should be up by next Friday. If this video comes out this Sunday, then my review of What If episode 1 will be up next Sunday, and hopefully I can squeeze in a Wolverine comic review in between all of that, because I've been holding on to that one for a very long time and I need to get up to date with all my reviews. Anyways guys, let me know your thoughts. Are you hyped for the show or not? It hasn't really piqued your interest personally. Are you excited for Marvel Studios Animation and their potential new animation department? If I missed anything or if I got anything wrong, please let me know in the comments. If you liked the video, leave me a thumbs up, comment down below, and if you want, subscribe. I always appreciate it. I hope all of you guys are well. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.